retirement planning is a lot like dieting. It's not one of the most fun things to do, but it can help you live a better life in the future. Welcome to SME-Hype. If you don't plan ahead for retirement and get your money into the right investments, then you'll likely find yourself struggling to pay bills as soon as you stop working, and that's no way to live. Here are some common mistakes people make when they are trying to figure out how much they need to save for retirement. Tip number 1. Having no retirement plan. Creating a retirement plan is crucial, no matter your age, as it helps you achieve your financial and lifestyle goals in the future. Start by identifying the kind of retirement lifestyle you desire and setting specific goals. Create a written document outlining how much money you'll need monthly and by what age. A general guideline is to save $1 million by age 65, but this may vary based on your current circumstances and desired retirement home. Planning ahead ensures you can achieve the retirement you envision. Tip number 2. Taking Social Security early. Social Security is a useful retirement option, but it may not always be the best choice. Taking benefits early at age 62 can result in a lower monthly benefit, whereas waiting until full retirement age, 66 for those born before 1960, and retiring at age 70, the maximum allowed, could increase the benefit by up to 30% or more. There are additional benefits lost by taking early benefits, such as an 8% bonus if taken before age 62, forfeiting cost of living adjustment increases after full retirement age, and missing out on an additional 8% per year for each year after full retirement age through delayed retirement credit, up until age 70. Tip number 3. Not increasing the amount you save after a pay increase. When you receive a raise or bonus at work, it's wise to resist the temptation to splurge on luxury items, and instead invest the extra money into your retirement fund for long-term benefits. Once you've reached your retirement savings goal, typically $1 million, consider putting the additional savings into high-risk assets that have the potential to earn more interest than bonds or CDS. A practical approach is to increase the percentage of your income that goes towards savings whenever you receive a pay raise, even if it's a small amount. For example, if you earn $20 per hour and take on an additional job earning $10 per hour, consider increasing your 401k contributions from 10% to 20% instead of indulging in immediate expenses. This strategy will help ensure that you have enough funds available when you need them in the future, even in unexpected situations. Tip number 4. Not planning for medical expenses. The first thing you should do is take a look at your budget and assess how much you devote to your health. If you don't have an emergency fund, start there. You may also want to consider putting money aside for a home nurse or caretaker, so that you can avoid the high cost of nursing homes and assisted living facilities, which are out of reach for many retirees. Many people underestimate medical costs in retirement planning, but they should not be overlooked, as they can add up quickly. According to research conducted by AARP, medical costs are the biggest cause of bankruptcy among seniors today, who spend an average of $1 out of pocket per day on medical bills alone. If these numbers have got your attention, now then make sure that when you retire, these expenses will not be a surprise or unexpected burden on yourself or loved ones later down the road. Tip number 5. Paying high retirement account fees. Minimize fees when saving for retirement to avoid eroding your returns. Hidden fees can quickly add up, especially in employer-sponsored 401k accounts. Don't assume that higher fees mean better service. Talk to your financial advisor about ways to reduce expenses and ensure your money is working efficiently for you. Tip number 6. Not checking your retirement account's performance. Checking your retirement account regularly is crucial for 2 reasons. 1. It helps you track the market performance and adjust your investment strategy accordingly. With recent media coverage of market trends, it's important to stay updated. You can easily do this online using an online tool for specific account information. It's recommended to check your retirement account at least once a year, preferably more frequently. Consider using a retirement calculator to help you determine the potential returns of your portfolio with different risk levels and tax considerations when planning your retirement savings. Tip number 7. Believing you'll never retire. You may be thinking, I don't know when I'm going to retire, so why bother planning? The sooner you start planning for retirement, the more options and opportunities you will have. If you wait until your 50s or 60s to think about retirement savings, there are few options available because of age restrictions on certain accounts. You also want a realistic plan. If your income level is low now and you plan to work until age 65, but then fall ill or become disabled before reaching that age, what happens then? You need flexibility in your plan so it can adapt as life changes over time. Finally, remember that whatever path leads to retirement must be achievable by those who follow it, especially if they lack financial skill or knowledge, which is often true. Tip number 8. Assuming you'll want to work during retirement. Working during retirement can provide additional income on top of Social Security benefits, helping to supplement any financial gaps. This can be especially important if your retirement savings are primarily invested in bonds and may not be sufficient to cover all expenses. Earning even a small amount outside of Social Security benefits can make a significant difference in living comfortably versus struggling financially during retirement. Tip number 9. Cashing out your pension. Cashing out your pension comes with several drawbacks. You will lose the tax benefits, protection from inflation, and potential investment growth that your pension offers. Additionally, if your employer goes bankrupt or goes out of business, you may lose some or all of your pension money. Moreover, the lack of knowledge about the investments in each company and their financial health poses unnecessary risks, as you won't be able to estimate whether they can fulfill their promises when it's time for a payout. Tip number 10. Not picking the right investments. Investing is a big part of retirement planning. If you want to retire early, you need investments that will grow over time and allow you to take advantage of compound interest. The stock market offers great growth potential and long-term returns that far surpass those of any other investment option. Another good option is opening an IRA. IRA stands for Individual Retirement Account. IRAs provide tax benefits while offering many different options for investing your money in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or CDS, certificates of deposit. Tip number 11. Starting your retirement planning too late. Many people make the mistake of starting their retirement planning too late, which can have negative consequences. Starting your retirement plan early in life allows your investments more time to grow and compound, resulting in a larger nest egg at retirement. Waiting too long means less time for investments to grow, and it can be harder to make course corrections if unexpected events occur, such as job loss or divorce. Starting early also takes advantage of compound interest and growth over years or decades of investing, as the length of retirement is uncertain. By beginning retirement planning early, you can maximize the benefits of time and compound interest to ensure a more secure retirement. Tip number 12. Avoiding stocks. Did you know that the stock market has averaged an annual return of 10% to 15% over the last 100 years? That's pretty good. The key is to invest for the long term. If you buy a stock, hold it for at least 5 years and are willing to withstand some ups and downs along the way, chances are high that your investment will grow significantly over time. There's a 93% chance that your initial investment will grow by 20 times, or more in 20 years if held for 30 years. You think investing in stocks means taking on high risk? Even though we've just established how well-performing stocks can be, which is why they're often called the best-kept secret, many people still view them as risky investments, or worse yet, they don't know what stocks even are. But here's something to think about. When was the last time someone was able to retire early because they decided not to invest in any kind of retirement account? Tip number 13. Spending too much from your retirement accounts too early in your retirement. This is one of the most common mistakes people make when planning for retirement. It's easy to get excited about all the things you're going to be able to buy once you retire, but it's important not to spend everything right away. Instead, focus on saving as much as possible each month, so that when you do reach retirement age, you'll be comfortable without having a lot of extra money lying around that could potentially go toward other things. Tip number 14. Missed opportunity. Neglecting tax-advantaged retirement accounts like 401k plans and Roth IRAs. 401k plans and Roth IRAs are retirement accounts that offer tax advantages. 401k plans are funded with pre-tax money, reducing taxable income, while Roth IRAs are funded with after-tax money, providing no upfront tax deduction. Withdrawals from 401k plans are taxed as income, but withdrawals from Roth IRAs are tax-free after age 59 and a half. Both options can help reduce the overall tax burden and provide a way to save for retirement. Tip number 15. Having unrealistic expectations for retirement. Don't expect a high income in retirement. If you're counting on your income skyrocketing after retirement, you may be disappointed, as your income is unlikely to increase beyond what you're making now. Don't rely on a high savings rate. Saving 80% of your income may not be feasible for most people, especially with the expenses of raising children. Saving too much may hinder your ability to invest in assets like real estate that can generate passive income during retirement. Don't assume a long life expectancy. We all eventually pass away, even if we live past 100. It's better to assume a shorter life expectancy and prioritize living well today rather than saving excessively for an uncertain future. Tip number 16. Carrying debt into retirement. Avoiding debt is advisable, especially in retirement. If relying on Social Security and pension checks for basic expenses, unnecessary debts should be avoided. However, if retiring later with good health and additional income sources, such as a pension or annuity payout, taking out loans for college tuition for children or grandchildren may be sensible. This allows for manageable payments during each semester, rather than paying the entire cost up front after high school or college graduation, which may require significant savings for monthly mortgage loan payments. Tip number 17. Forgetting about inflation during retirement. Imagine that you are planning for retirement, and you have been diligently saving money to do so. You have a nice nest egg of $100,000 saved up. Now imagine that inflation has gone through the roof during your retirement years, such as it did in the 1970s when the rate of inflation was over 13%. In this scenario, the value of your savings could be cut by more than half. This is why it's crucial to invest in assets that rise with inflation, like stocks or real estate, so they can offset at least some of its effects on your savings. Tip number 18. Giving up hope because you started late. If you started saving late, don't let that deter you from reaching your goals. Sure, the experts say that starting early is most important, and they're right, but it's still possible to make up for lost time with some smart moves. While this may sound like a tall order, there are things to do on your end. First and foremost, stay optimistic. If you're having trouble believing in yourself, and what's possible given the circumstances of your life right now, then start by focusing on how far others have come by using the same strategies. Remember how much luckier you are than other people, who aren't saving for retirement at all. Tip number 19. Giving up hope because you started late. If you've only recently begun to consider retirement planning, don't give up hope. I know it's a daunting task, but there are many things you can do to make sure your golden years are as comfortable as possible. Don't give up. If you're just starting, be patient and don't let discouragement get the best of you. Once your retirement savings begin to grow, and they will, it'll seem like everything else is coming together too. You'll be able to see how far along the road you've come, and how close you've moved toward your goal. That's when things start getting exciting. Tip number 20. Failing to calculate how much you need to save for the future. Failing to calculate how much you need to save for the future is a significant mistake that can have lasting negative effects on your retirement. To calculate how much you should be saving, multiply your current salary by 0.55 and use that as your goal for annual savings, whether it's through a 401k or IRA. That number might seem intimidating at first, but if you start early enough and stick with it, it will seem more manageable. And who knows? By the time retirement rolls around, maybe we'll all be earning enough money that our savings goals will be higher than they are now. Final thoughts. We hope these tips help you plan for a comfortable retirement. You'll be able to enjoy your golden years, knowing that you're financially prepared for them. Once you've taken care of the basics, here are some other things to think about. Review your current financial situation and make a list of your future goals. Consider what type of lifestyle you want in retirement and how much money is needed to achieve it. Determine whether you'll be able to retire with a lump sum, or if you'll need regular income from Social Security and other sources, which can affect how much money you should save. Subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Like and share with other people who might be interested in this topic. Until next time, I am Lucia. Stay creative.
It's